revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Round 80! Round 80! Let's go. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. There goes Green. And down to the 16-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Stay there. Stay there. Run 80. Mike 35. Mike. Right here. 35's the Mike. Load it. 35. Mike 35. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
On second and 15 now. Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So a third and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
White. Hey, I want to go load it. Orange 5-4. Deuce. He's coming. Double up. Hey, go orange. White, 89.
From the gun, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Now the first yards carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Ricky.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That one good for 26 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the 10-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. Switch, hey.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 81 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look. Long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 10th carry down for Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The give is to Elliott.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have in the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Load it. Load it.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he is out of bounds here on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They run on first down as they get about 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Trying to run forward, Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down, Cowboys.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
36. Check 15. Check 15. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Check 24. Check 24.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, 180.
Let's go, D.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And 7 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, here's Eckler.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Again to Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Mike 58 right there. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Running with Elliott. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Hey, 79! 79!
To throw on third down. Rivers, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Again, it's Elliott. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's Eckler again. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Black 11! Go! Let's go!
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, they'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the fourth quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. So we have a score to report after all.
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke Broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Bravo!
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Gordon. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on first down. Gordon, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That's it, third down and 12 yards to go.
The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Big stop, G.
Now Rivers on fourth down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game.
about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move. Break 'em out. If I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, you don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Skirt right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check 99. Check.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, it's Coleman. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. I got you. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On second down, a run with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
You got 3 down.
Go. Hey, gun.
Stop your body.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 66 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Lock!
Here we go, D.
Bud. I got you.
Let's go.
1, Omaha.
Hey, check.
Hey, gun.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head scratch.
clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies. Check the scoreboard, check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta the city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. My grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Snatch and start the lot. Go ahead, jump and hop on it, hop on it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey. Losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Step round 80, 390. Number 53, Mike 53. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Switch.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Get up 180. Set 180.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he takes it. Touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 61 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Right side caught by Jackson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Chargers 7, Eagles 0.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive.
Check 52.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Trying to punch it in with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Wait, 89!
Now Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Zachary 90, block 15.
Number 53, line 53.
12.
This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, Wentz nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go. Please.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. Zach Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
25, check 25, check 25. Deuce.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Good job.
Mike Williams there to make the grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train.
big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be.
Hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line.
Gun. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Push it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Double time. 3 down. Gun.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Ryan to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
25, 21. Hey, Haywood.
From the 44, Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Elliott running right. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Kill. Swerve, hey. Let's see what you got. Like 22.
Prescott from the gun. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And a Cowboy first down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. On second down, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming. You. Good. Like 22. I got one. Like 22 is coming. 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go! Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On first down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. With a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. While we have a second, wanted to check in on how the first-year head coaches are doing, because week 1 was not very kind to them. They went 1-6-1. Matt LaFleur was the only winner. But week 2, not a ton better, Charles. They were 3-5.
And really not a surprise. And remember, Freddie Kitchens and Adam Gase squared off on Monday night with Freddie Kitchens and the Browns getting the victory. But Bruce Arians, Matt LaFleur, they won this week as well. But again, not a major surprise because typically, if you're a new head coach, you took over a bad team. So you're just trying to build and get better. But Matt LaFleur right now, the clear winner, 2-0 in the early going.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come on. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, ready. Get ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. 51. South. Hey, wahoo.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, South.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. Third down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
47. Here we go. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Falcons, nothing. Brett Maher to kick off fourth down.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Mike
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
To throw again, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
46.
Prescott now. And he's going to go down again. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd.
With that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Slam, slam, slam. Check 43.
Throwing again. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by... taken across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Focus, defense, focus. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go, 46. Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, watch the lane. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Switching gears for a second, Charles, this last week has not been kind to quarterbacks who are toward the end of their career. You think about Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, both with injuries, and then Eli Manning, he's heading to the bench.
Maybe we look at it as a collective passing of the torch. Not in a way that anyone really wants when you talk about Brees and Roethlisberger due to injury, although I expect Brees to be back before this season is over and play. Eli, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. Will he accept that role as a number 2? Will someone else in the league want Eli Manning, the quarterback for them? But overall, think about who's still left out there. The Tom Brady's of the world. We're seeing a lot of his guys maybe start to transition.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Space. Be ready. Hey, wait.
Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
And if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Good. 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm on. Hey, kill. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Back 25. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
They run. Devontae Freeman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ryan to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he returns 18-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken from just outside the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Well, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Check.
Here's Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Next to score is 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. On first down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. Yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Down, ready, you ready? You got 58. Base.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman.
I got you, boy.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Under 10, 11, 10.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Alert 3, alert 3.
22.
Check the backer, check the backer.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
58, come on. They going to need some space.
Now Ito Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, exit. 58, boy, 58. Gun. Watch the curl. Ready, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Hey, here we go.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Freeman. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I got you, pop.
A toss play. Gordon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Open man, it's Allen. The Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing Rivers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Round 80. Hey, Delta.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
36, 54, south. Greystone, travel.
Freeman. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Freeman. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
190. 180. Red! Hey! I-7! Check! 42's
to throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Rivers.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
There we go. I got 15. Me. But. Gotta get the you. Hey, box drop.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the gun, Rivers to Gordon, out left. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rivers, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Hey. Red Delta. Shoot. Go. Here we go. Check three. Switch. Room.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The intended receiver there, Allen. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 93 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 21. That's fielded in the end zone. Boy, shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Chargers.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Back now in Atlanta. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180. Load it. Load it. Hey, let go. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it. Load it. Load it.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Watch out. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time. Check the hot read. Check 52. Hey, express. Got it. Motion. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.